expects nothing of God. And even when God is at work in our lives, blessing us, trying to do the opposite. Okay. Lesson of the text, you and I to understand and learn tonight, is to watch Satan even in our blessings. Do I have a witness? Is to give out an ear to Satan when the hand of God is blessing us. Question is why? Because in blessings, he has an agenda. He wants to see when God is blessing us. He wants to destroy praise. But why we need to watch him and be mindful of this lesson tonight is because he accomplished this methodically. He steals glory by planting selfishness. He's to destroy praise by instilling discontent. And if you and I are not careful, brothers and sisters, through our negligence and cause us to lose joy. So it is imperative for us to understand, to work, even God is upon us. Are y'all here with me? Let me say it again. Since we didn't hear it, it's an unlikely place. See, the devil is at work is when God is blessing us. It is here we understand the lesson of the text, because we all can attest to the fact that misery do love company, but gratitude, as a matter of fact, gratitude should never be a believer's, because it ought to be a normal expression of love of the relationship between the believer and Jesus Christ. While misery loves company and gratitude stands alone, this text shows us that there's something that ought to draw all of us together as people of God. Here's what draws us together. We all have the same need in common, and here it is. All of us need God. Are y'all interested? There's not a person in this room that can leave after church and go back home and hang a sign outside your door. Not need God. That's what draws us together. We see this here in the text. They all had a particular need. What's interesting about Luke chapter 17, that this problem that they had no problem going together to meet Jesus, because they recognized him as the one who had mercy and who had problems, who had the ability to overcome their issue. They all had the need to go, but all of them did not have the need to return in their requests. But only one of them went solo in his praise. I wish I had a witness. They all was unison in their requests in asking the master to have mercy. But only one came back and went solo in his praise to the master. He teaches us something, and he understands the significant value of being the one. You must be willing to go. Comes to your thanksgiving to God, because not everybody will know where you've been and how you want to give praise to God, because real thanksgiving is expressed in thanks living. He shows us that here in the text. They were recipients of God's mercy, and it's right here in their request, in asking the master to have mercy upon them. We see Satan at work even when God is blessed. Are y'all interested? These lepers teach us a lesson. The recipe, they show us the recipe of ingratitude. They address the master in verse 13 by saying, Master. They knew he was in total trust and command of their disease and death, and they trusted in him for help. They had faith, power, this person. And here lies the ingratitude of faith where they show help and need for his people. Get them to this point. How is it that he gets these men who were in need and the need